Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Speaking for Academic Purposes class with me, Miss Ike. There are some related issues on public speaking that we will discuss today. So what to learn today? The first discussion is about what is public speaking. We will learn about the definition of public speaking and also the activities of public speaking in everyday life. The second one, we are going to talk about the importance of public speaking. And for the last one, we will learn about outlining and organizing your speech. So are you ready? Let's start! So, do you know what public speaking is? Now imagine if you are assigned to give a speech in front of many people. What will you do after that? Probably you will need time to gather all the materials for the content of your speech, and also you have to practice your speech performance. Probably you will also ask your friends to watch your practice before the show. Then, when you are ready, you have to deliver your speech at the podium or a stage. This is what we call as public speaking. So now we can conclude that public speaking is actually the ability of speaking in front of a group of people. This group of people can be the people you have known before, or they are completely strangers. The most important thing in public speaking activity is that you are not only talking in front of many people. This is not only an activity of speaking individually in front of the crowd, but it is to communicate your messages, your information, the information contained in your speech with the audiences. So, why do we need to learn about public speaking? The first importance of learning public speaking is because speaking in front of others is inevitable. The practice of public speaking happens everywhere, and it is very advantageous if we train our public speaking ability so that it will be a good performance when we have to speak in front of the crowd or in front of many people. Next, some people believe that being a good speaker is part of a good leader. Why? If you still remember our proclamator, Bapak Insinyur Soekarno, he is a very good public speaker. And he is also a good leader, the founding fathers of this country. Usually, people who has an ability to speak in front of the public, they have a good charisma and they can also deliver their arguments or opinions better in front of others. That is why people believe that being a good speaker is part of a good leader. A public speaker is usually a better communicator. This is because people with good speaking ability is usually also good when they have to communicate with other people. That is why making you an overall better communicator will be the next importance of becoming public speaker. Overcoming nervous in front of other people usually becomes the most difficult things to do for some people. However, if you become a public speaker, overcoming nerves would be an easy thing to do. People with good public speaking ability is usually confident when they have to talk to other people. That is why becoming a public speaker will help you in an interview setting. For example, in a job interview session. And for the last one, I believe that people with good public speaking ability, they are usually confident while speaking in front of others, and they are very smart when delivering their ideas or arguments. If someone establishes themselves as an adept communicator, people usually will identify that and want to create a relationship with them in the personal, academic, or even employment world. Next, let's learn about organizing and outlining your speech. Alright students, when you create the speech content, you have to consider some important factors or elements. The first one is you have to consider who are your audiences. Are they kids or parents or your classmates or your lecturers? This will help you to choose or to determine the perfect greetings and also suitable vocabularies and also the content, etc. Then you also need to consider what is the essential message you must deliver. The essential messages is usually repeated several times and also stressed or emphasized by the speaker. And then for the last one, you also have to consider what is the goal of your speech. What are the purposes of your speech? This will help you to create a better content of your speech. And let's continue with components of your speech. I take these materials from franchetti.com in the website of Franchetti Communications. In here, we will recognize that there are three important components in a speech. The first component is the introduction. The introduction is very crucial for capturing and keeping the attention of your audience. Not only do you need them to like you and want to listen to you, but you want them to believe you. So that's why, when writing the introduction, personal anecdotes can be used to help the audience become more familiar with you. The second component is the body of the speech. In here, you have to deliver the full story of your message. You have to try to stay close to your core message by adding detailed information or anecdotes as needed to illustrate the points you are making. It is also good to repeat or emphasize the essential message several times. Finally, the last component of a speech is the conclusion. As you write your conclusion, remember that the last words the audience hears are likely the ones that they will remember the most. So, be compelling, restate your core message, be passionate, and be grateful for their time and attention. While students, when writing your speech, you have to remember some important factors. The first one, you have to be very conversational. Do not use too long syllables or sentences. Don't forget to put pauses. Mind your speech rhythm. Don't forget to repeat the core messages. And it will also be good to put quotes and credible sources. Finally, when you are ready to deliver your speech, don't forget to overcoming nerves. Practice, practice, practice. Get out from behind the podium while speaking and use appropriate gestures. Now, let's try to compose your speech draft. Have fun!